Akram Raza, along with my friend Varnika Singh, welcome you all on behalf of GD Goenka University to the inaugural ceremony of Virtual National Parliamentary Conference 2022.
The conference is a forum for the exchange of opinions, information, and experience. The conference is an opportunity for MPs to oversee the nation's vital work in settling rules and settling disputes. The parliament, which is made up of all representatives together, controls the guides the government. In this sense, people, through their chosen representatives, form the government and also control it. I feel extremely privileged to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor and Dean Professor Dr. Tabrez Ahmed sir, our Chief Guest Mr. Aaron Mirza, our HOD Professor Dr. Azim Khan Pathan sir, and all respected faculty members. I would also thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedule and making these hours with your glorious presence.
Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. Now, the person who has consumed himself to change the society and light the darkness in the life of student, Vice Chancellor and Dean, Professor Dr. Tabrez Ahmed sir, the man behind all the successful saga of this institution, is requested to address the audience.
Thank you, Akram. Let me welcome you all in the National Parliamentary Conference. In fact, the first event we are going to organize in the area of parliamentary activities, because we know very well this is one of the very important activity for the law student to imbibe the skill to become a good lawyer. It's a matter of great honor for us that Mr. Aaron Mirza, he is a well-known figure in the country in the area of debating, especially parliamentary debate, and all. He has found time. In fact, he was traveling. Currently, he's in Kenya, but he's found time to join. So let me welcome Aaron Mirza in this program. Also, we welcome our HOD, Dr. Azim Pathan, and all the participants who has shown interest to attend this program and also to participate. We know very well that as a university system, we are very active in the area of skill building, in the area of engaging students in different aspects. So they will be able to explore their potential to become a refined lawyer. We are well-known university in the country. We are one of the very multi university. We have around 12 schools and 5 centers of excellence, and these schools of all kind of schools are there: medical life sciences, we have the management school, we have law school, humanities, social science, design, architecture, to name any we are having. So it's one of the real multidisciplinary university where you will be able to engage a lot of students, lot of faculty, you get a lot of materials to really become a international level personality in the area of education. This way you can also progress yourself in a holistic personality to become successful. In law school, we actually organize a lot of activities, starting from moot court, the client counseling competition. Recently, we have our arbitration competition. And also yesterday, we have our literary events where students showcase their skill in the area of literary and reasonableness to showcase the skill as a lawyer. I'm sure the participation will be great value addition to all the members and great learning to the organizing team. And also, let me thank Dr. Shweta Rathore for taking time and also trying to coordinate and make this event a grand success. Let me thank you all for joining this event. I'm sure it will be a grand success and will be a lot of learning for all of you, and you will be able to see that where you can focus in the subsequent events, you can really grow as a good lawyer. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable thought. We are so honored and privileged to have you amongst us today.
Now we are profusely overjoyed to take the opportunity to introduce our chief guest for the day. He is none other than Mr. Aaron Mirza. He is an acclaimed academician, political analyst with interest in juxtaposing international law and geopolitics. He is the national spokesperson for Indian Youth Congress and has done exemplary work in different fields like health and education and continues to do so. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Aaron Mirza to address the participants.
Thank you so much, Vanika. At the outset, I would like to extend my regards and gratitude to Dr. Tabrez Ahmed, because I think I'll just start off by saying a lot of what I am today is because I was lucky to have a dean and director like Dr. Tabrez Ahmed during my law school days, because I still remember before Dr. Tabrez joined the law school, uh, extra and co-curricular activities were never encouraged. We were just told, you know what, you are supposed to be lawyers, just study your law and be limited to that. So it was when Dr. Tabrez Ahmed came into the picture that everything took a revolutionary turn. And I say this for a reason, and it holds perfectly well, especially in this context, because a lawyer is someone who is holistically developed. It's not just limited to your academic readings. They are extremely important, but they are not the only things that make you an effective, efficient lawyer or legal professional. The field of law is very diverse. It just doesn't end with becoming a corporate lawyer. It just doesn't end with becoming a litigation lawyer. You have multiple avenues, and that is what a law school ideally should prepare you for. And that is exactly the kind of transformative change that Tabrez sir brought in when he became the dean and director. In fact, he gave us the permission to start the debating society. Then we made that much bigger into something called a literary and debating society, which broadened the entire spectrum. So, you know, a true visionary leader, a true visionary academician understands that academics and learning is beyond just the books. Because Tabrez sir always used to tell us one thing: what you learn in the books will take you one step further. But what you learn through these exposures and experiences of meeting multiple people, where you're put in challenging situations which you need to adapt to, is what makes you a holistic individual. And I think in that stride, parliamentary debates provide a platform unlike any other. I mean, I've done model UNs, I've done parliamentary debates, I've done other forms of debating. But what stands out with respect to parliamentary debates is how it tests you on your feet. I mean, you're put in such challenging situations, you're barely given any time to prepare, and you're expected to come up with answers which world leaders might find difficult to at times resolve. And that's what a lawyer needs, right? Because when your client comes to you and you have a very short notice, you need to figure out a way to find a solution to the problem that your client has, irrespective of whether you think your client is right or wrong. And that's one experience which, apart from moot courts, even parliamentary debates give you to a great level, because it helps you explore the analytical and deductive side of your mind. And for that very reason, I believe parliamentary debates are extremely important. I do realize and understand, having been on your side of the table, that we hate people coming and speaking for far too long. So I'll just cut my address very short. But before I wind up, I just say this much. Opportunities is the responsibility of any educational institution. How you utilize those opportunities, what you make out of those opportunities, is up to us as individual students. So it completely depends on how well you utilize these opportunities which are being provided to you by your university. I can see two of my teachers, at least, one Tabrez sir himself and Azim sir as well here. My pranam to them. It's in fact an absolute honor. You know, there was a time not long ago, until 2016, when I used to be on your side of the table, organizing events, participating in them. And today, when your mentor ends up calling you and asks you, would you mind being a chief guest? There is no honor greater than that. And that honor has come because of him itself, because he's created many students like us. So I congratulate you on having someone like Tabrez sir and Azim sir amidst you. Please make the maximum utilization of these opportunities. Let this not be about winning. Let this be about participating and learning, because that is the first step towards success. Winning is just a title attached to it. Thank you so much. An absolute pleasure being a part of you. And I wish you all the very best for your inaugural National Parliamentary Conference this year. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. That was indeed motivating and extremely informative. Now we would like to request Professor Dr. Azim Khan, sir, to address the participants.
Very good morning to one and all. Good morning to Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Tabrez Ahmed. I extend my greetings to our Registrar, GD Goenka University, and I also extend my welcome and greetings to today's chief guest, Mr. Arun Mirza, for this National Parliamentary Debate Competition and Conference 2022. Indeed, this is the brainchild for law school from the side of our Honorable Vice Chancellor to start ahead and go ahead for this particular important skill building event, especially for the law students, as this parliamentary debate indeed is one of the important platforms for students, for budding lawyers, because this particular argument skills indeed is going to provide a kind of capacity building in the coming age to solve many problems, many emerging problems in the field of law and social science. So these kinds of platforms are very important for the students and for budding lawyers who will be resolving many coming issues in this emerging contemporary, the entire world. So in that particular context, this National Parliamentary Debate Conference and Competition is very important. And I'm sure all participants who will be, participating in this particular event, they will be benefited, not for, as already said by Mr. Arun, for winning or losing, but ultimately for having certain important, capacity, important, the way forwards, how exactly, they can work out for justice administration in this coming age. So I congratulate to all participants who will be taking part in this particular event. I also congratulate and extend my heartfelt gratitude to organizing committee headed by Dr. Shweta and other faculty members and student committee members for this particular event and very important event. I also extend my heartfelt gratitude to all professors, deans, directors, and head of the departments who have joined this particular inaugural function today for this parliamentary debate competition and conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Arun,
much.
for joining, even being from Kenya, and you found time to address the students and give the real crux of the debating and how it can help us them to grow as a lawyer. So thank you very much from my side also.
So that's the least I could do. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
And a huge shout out, especially to the organizing team, because it's usually they who get overshadowed, but it's usually them who end up putting a lot of effort. So congratulations to you. Even before it started, it is a success because you've reached so far. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, we request the student convener, Aryan Sinha, to declare the event open.
A very warm good morning to one and all present here. The Debate and Literary Committee formally launches its very first edition of Virtual National Parliamentary Conference. We'll be witnessing 4 committees, which are Joint Parliament, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, and National Press. Moreover, this event will give a platform for debate, discussion, and deliberation on topics and the agenda. I, Aryan Sinha, with power vested in me as convener GD Goenka, School of Law, Virtual National Parliamentary Conference 2022, declares this conference open. Thank you so much.